I'm giving myself 6 months to completely transform my life and my habits, and I'm documenting the entire journey. This is not just another transformation video. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to make it happen, because truthfully, this is not the first time I've attempted something like this. I've made promises to myself countless of times before. I've written goals. I've started over and over. But somehow, I always found myself back at the same place. This time, I'm doing things very differently. Because I am tired. I am tired of living the same life, repeating the same cycles that have stopped me from becoming the person that I know I can be. I want to be vulnerable. I want to hold myself accountable, because honestly, it would be embarrassing to sit here months from now and realize that I've made another promise to myself that I did not keep. So this journey is my way of planting myself out of my comfort zone and forcing myself to finally do the things I've always said I would do. Last month, I started a 14 days power walk into this month, and I posted it on my socials. And something interesting happened. Sharing it made me accountable. It pushed me to finish, because I knew people were watching, especially my friends. They would mock me. So that pushed me. I thought to myself, why not do it on a larger scale? Document every part and compiling every goals I've been trying to achieve for some time in 6 months. Hi, I am Mrs. Sandra. I clocked 30 years old this February 2026, and where I come from, if you're 30 years old and not married, people start looking at you like you're Haitian and maybe something is wrong with you. If you're now on the bigger side, may God help you. Look, I'm a business owner, an interior designer, where I'm trying to be, and I have dreams that are much bigger than my current reality. And the truth is, in my 30 years on earth, I don't feel like I have really lived. I feel like I've been existing, recycling bad habits, doing the bare minimum for myself. Don't get me wrong, I've tried to change many times. In fact, some of these habits and goals I've had for over 6 years. But there's a saying that it is insanity to keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. I'm tired of watching others make moves and just living. And while I just stayed small, I know I am not the only one experiencing this problem. If you're watching this video right now, it's because you're tired and you also want to change your life too. So the first step is not to rush into anything or make hasty decisions or try to force yourself with willpower, because I can assure you that will never work. With willpower, you can only go so far. But if the habits from the past have eaten so deep into your subconscious, you will always find yourself right back where you started, planning again, fighting and trying, but nothing really seems to work. Things you say you wouldn't do again, but you just find yourself doing it. So this had been my identity for years, and we are going to be changing that by tricking our minds into becoming who we wish to become. Do this exercise with me. You are going to ask yourself, what exactly do I want? You need to be completely calm and relaxed when you do this. Close your eyes if you need to and just envision who you want to become. Because one of the major problems when you can't seem to get close to your next level is that your brain has been wired to bond with your current version, and that's what's familiar. So anytime you try to push yourself by becoming something else, every part of your being fights against it. Let me explain what that looks like to you. When you make a promise to yourself, look, I'm tired of being overweight, I'd like to do something about it, probably because you can't wear what you want, you can't go out, you need to lose weight, you've lost your spark, you now hide away from the world. This is a big problem that you know for a fact that if you change, it will make you feel good, it will make you happy and make your life better. But something happens, you got too hungry, you got stressed, you wanted to keep going so bad, but then your brain comes in and overrides all that willpower. It tells you, look, let's just eat for today. So your brain starts working against you by making you believe you'd be happier if you just eat at that moment. You'd be happier if you just watch the movies or scroll through socials mindlessly. And guess what? You'll give in. And don't blame yourself, please. Don't do that. It's what's familiar. It's an identity you've attached to yourself to for so long. This thing has been a part of you, and that is why you always find yourself right back where you started, and you ask yourself, why do I do this? What's wrong with me? Now, to change this recurring cycle, you have to sit and ask yourself deep questions on a very deep level. First, to know why you do these things, and second, to have an idea of the better version of yourself, to create a new identity for you. For example, I'm a chronic procrastinator. I could have a million things to do, but I will be more comfortable pressing my phone or doing something totally different and not related to the work I'm supposed to be doing. I have screamed at myself, I've cried, I've prayed, and asked myself, why do I do that? And where I come from, we don't do therapy. This is what I did to get over the root cause. Open any AI that you've been using and the logos and input this prompt. Based on our conversations in the past. How would you describe me? What is the biggest flaw in not being productive, and what exactly is the root of this problem? If you've been using ChatGPT, Claude, or any other AI application, you can go for that, describe everything you are going through, and tell it to act as your therapist and life coach, so you can get to the root of the problem. If you've been using ChatGPT or any AI app, you can go for that, describe everything you're going through, and tell it to act as your therapist and life coach, so you can get to the roots of the problem. State an example from your life, and I tell you, it will help you analyze every single thing and see what you didn't see what you did not even know was there. Claude was the best with this for me, because it asked me further questions which helped it pinpoint the source of the problem. What I got from it was that my problem wasn't that I didn't want to be productive or that I didn't try. In fact, I am always trying, always starting, always planning, but finding myself right back at where I started. This problem is something that is emotional and psychological. The problem that was consistent, which it helped me to pinpoint out a pattern of breaking my commitments when there is a slight discomfort in the journey, such as maybe I got my period or I made a mistake by not going to the gym that day. I just generally fall off the wagon, and instead of me to pick myself right back up and continue, I just spiral and do the opposite, and it became a cycle that my brain looks forward to, that my brain was attached to. I was blown away by this discovery, because for so long I had asked myself why. I didn't know why I did the things that I did. Look, no one is coming to save you. This life is 1000% your responsibility. So nothing moves unless you do. Ask yourself what you want and write every single thing out. Make sure that they are achievable goals. I have goals that are 10 years down the line, and I also have 1 year goals, but I know the ones that I can achieve in 6 months. As are the goals I've written down, you're going to take a look at them together and see if you can make it happen. Yes, I said we, because you are not part of this with me. As much as I am doing this for myself, I hope this video reaches someone out there and motivates them to also get off the and start doing things for themselves and for their life, because life waits for nobody. If not, see that dream, it won't come to reality. I'm not cursing. Nothing moves until you do. If I'm looking down, please note that I have my journal here. I'll be reading out from my journal. So these 6 month goals includes my spirituality, which is a closer relationship to God, in going to church consistently and improving my spiritual life and getting closer to Christ. So my health and fitness is going to be to lose 30 kg or 25 kg before the end of the year, and I will be walking 10k steps daily. I will be eating in 1500 calorie deficit, drinking 3 liters of water daily, and maybe next month I'm going to be I'm going to be joining the gym back. But for now, I just want to go into aerobics, mostly to just lose the body fat. Then by next month I'll be joining the gym fully. I'll also include 100 sit-ups and 100 squats in a day, so that we do not lose our yeah. Then I'll be going for a full body checkup in the hospital. Health is wealth. So with my finances, in the next 6 months I would want to invest in, I would like to make at least 8 figures before the end of the year. Don't ask me how. It's going to be a miracle by God's grace. So, and I would love to invest in gold and also in the stock market. I would really love to open a new outlet for Mness. That's my business. I would love to, have a particular savings and 6 figures monthly. Yeah. And I also want to improve my sources of income. Glory be to God, I already have multiple sources of income. But the problem I was having was that I wasn't really consistent with improving and making the best of it. So that the only thing that I do now, that is, I only have one source of income that is regular right now. But the other source of income, which is MS Decors, my design business, furniture, like I did furniture, so all those things, just I create digital products. So I really want to invest in those so that it could bring income as well. So I would be upgrading that in the next 6 months. For career, I would enroll into furniture making. I build furniture. I am trying to build something larger and bigger than myself. So I would be enrolling in furniture making. So in career, this is going to be majorly focused on skill acquisition in the next 6 months, which means I will be learning various skills or upgrading my skills. So one of them is learn and enroll in furniture making. So I create and build furniture, and I want to expand in the future, in the nearest future, and it wouldn't make sense that I do not know anything about it. So I just bring the ideas and they execute. I really need to know and learn how, the process and everything. So I'm going to be enrolling into a class for that. The second skill is to enroll in the interior academy. So in my interior business, I've made so many mistakes that I do not want to continue making. I really need to, you know upgrade my skills. It is not that I can't learn on the job or do self thoughts, or no, I don't want to do that. I really want to go to the school, enroll into an international school, which would broaden my horizon about interior design. Interior design is one of the aspects of my businesses that I really, really, really am passionate about. Everybody that knows me knows I love beautiful designs and everything. So I need to upgrade my skills to be able to deliver and create beautiful spaces for my customers. The third thing is to learn how to speak Chinese. This is going to be a little bit of a tough one, but I do hope I'm able to do it. So, and also learn the art of negotiation. So when I import, when I buy, when I just talk to my suppliers and manufacturer, I want to be able to connect with them on a deeper level, so I can have more wholesale deals for my retailers and buyers in Nigeria here. I also would like to become a successful content creator. I'll be dropping content at least 3 times in a week, concerning my lifestyle, and which would help and push me more to be better, to go out there, because I've been stuck. I'm not they go out, I'm not they come out, I don't do nothing. The only thing is I just go to work, come back, there's work I do, just sleep. Every aspect of my life, I don't socialize. It's a very, very bad thing. It's not something I feel like this goes back to me growing up as an only child. I'm so comfortable in the house. I can be in the house for 1 month. I'm not go out. As long as I have internet and I have data, I am okay. This is very bad. So we need to change that. We're going to be changing that in the next 6 months. Going out, become a content creator, successful one. At least I want to have up to 20,000 followers before the end of the year. So social networking, it still comes back to me going out, hanging out, going to places, and I missed femininity. Okay, so with femininity, I would be fashion. If you know me, you know I love to dress up, but I got big. I got real big, so I just hide away, and I don't like wearing out, because it just brings out all the curves and everything, which I don't like. So cheeks, my big tummy. So once we work on that, so my femininity would be working towards building a fashion statement that actually works with my body type. Just become beautiful, learn how to do makeup, just be a girl. Just be a girl, because to your long, be a girl. Do you understand? Just go out, enjoy, go on dates, just enjoy life to the fullest. Do you understand? So just learn some etiquette, learn 1 or 2 things. So that is what I'm doing. Another part of my life I want to intentionally work on is relationships. I've neglected this area of my life for so long, but I want to open myself up to love, build meaningful relationships, and hopefully, by God's grace, build a family. I also want to become I also want to be better at maintaining friendships and the relationships I already have. So every week I would intentionally reach out to at least one person, my friends, and just check up on them. And finally, my social life. This is where things get interesting. I want to start living again. For a long time, I stopped putting myself out. This is because I don't feel confident in my body. I convinced myself that because of my size, I should go out or I shouldn't go out or enjoying life. I just hide myself away. But that changed now. I'm going to start exploring, going to events, spending time with friends, trying new places. Every week, I want to pick at least one place where it's nice to experience Lagos, even if I have to go alone, because life is happening now. And hopefully, by God's grace, this will expand into exploring different countries too. So, this is my 6 month journey of becoming the woman I've always wanted to be, and you are coming with me. Follow, like, and subscribe to my channel to see. I will be dropping updates every week on how things are going, just to keep everyone updated. And also, myself, this is going to be like my diary where I just put everything. And by God's grace, by the end of the year, I would have been in a much more better place than I am right now. Um, See you in my next video. Bye.